Hello everyone, I am Dattatray Kulkarni, Director of Praxis Info Solutions Private Limited, and I have two very important guests with me today with whom we are going to have a chat about their experience of undertaking a transformation project in their company and how they went through the whole process, what their experience with SAP Business One was, how it has helped their company, and so on and so forth. So to begin with, I would like to request both my guests to introduce yourselves, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Nagraj Mundargi. I am heading the IT department of Poonawalla Engineering Group. I was instrumental in presenting SAP Business One to the management and also played a major role in implementing the same.
So myself Madhav Pendse, and I'm the part of the IT department and one of the team member for implementing SAP Business One for the Poonawalla Engineering Group.
Thank you for your brief introduction. We are very much aware and thankful for the major contribution both of you have played in this project. So we really appreciate that. Before we go on to the next part, Nagraj, if you can tell us briefly about your company's business.
Our company is into manufacturing of ball valve, butterfly valve, pneumatic actuators, electrical actuators, and automation systems. We have three manufacturing units in Pune, Hadapsar area.
Okay, so it's an old company doing successful business for a long period of time. I would like to understand what was the scenario before you decided to go for SAP. Were there any particular challenges that you were facing with your existing systems? If you could just touch upon some of those challenges, I think it will be helpful and set the context for this conversation.
Yeah. Before SAP B1, we had our own in-house developed system. My colleague Mr. Madhav Pendse, he had developed the same. We were using the system for more than 25 plus years. All the functionalities were very well built into the system. Our management was happy with the system. Our users also were very happy. But the main challenge was the technology that we used was very old. It was an old client server technology, and in that scenario, maintaining the system becomes very difficult because we were not able to get resources for the same.
Right.
That was the major challenge. Another challenge was as I said, we have three manufacturing units, and this system was different. At each unit, the system and the database was different, and also our finance and accounting system was not integrated with any of these. That was isolated system. So we wanted to bring all this system under one roof. So that was major challenge.
Okay, so it was a good system developed over a period of time, and Madhavji was responsible for getting the system developed. So things were working. Primarily the underlying technology and probably which results into scalability related issues might be one of the reasons why you would have started to look for.
Yeah, and it was proprietary system. No one can understand the coding behind it. The outsider will not be able to understand. Even if you employ a person, he will have to undergo maybe a 6 months or down the line a year also to understand what is the system, what is the coding behind it. So that was the challenge.
Yes, understood. So after you did your evaluation, and let's say the project was done, can you briefly tell us your evaluation process a little bit? Like, how did you go about finding options?
We evaluated different ERP products, and including the heavy ERPs, the bigger ERPs, the middle level ERPs, and then finally we could come across SAP B1. Praxis demonstrated the capabilities of SAP Business One, and we also saw that it's a lightweight ERP which was suitable. It was meeting our requirements. We while talking to Mr. Kulkarni sir and Mr. Sheke, they were very industry knowledgeable person. They could understand our processes, and they demonstrated how SAP B1 can be a good fit for our business. What we did is since we had our own business ERP, we had a set of functionalities to be mapped. So we checked against those functionalities whether it is meeting our requirement or not, and we observed that yes, it is meeting. So we finalized that.
Okay, and how long did this project go for, from start of project to going live?
Yeah, we started somewhere in November 23, that is post Diwali, and we finished by April. We went live on 8th April 2024. So almost 4 months or so.
Yeah, so that was a pretty aggressive timeline. I guess thanks to your support and managing the whole team and team's expectations, guiding us through the process has helped us achieve this together, because 5 months timeline for such a large implementation, which has where the products are complex, the number of users are also on the higher side, so that was certainly an important achievement for us. Now, after implementing SAP, if you were to say that these were my, this is how SAP Business One helped my company transform at a high level, not at a business process level, but at a higher level. How do you think SAP Business One helped you, overcome the challenge with which we started off this conversation?
The higher level, if you see, as I said, we could transform the technology to the newer platform. That was the main advantage for us. And all the system, we were using different system. Now all the systems are, the processes are same across all units, and all the systems are integrated. So everything is under one roof now. So that helped us getting insights of the business. That is at the top level. Secondly, we could very seamlessly connect with Power BI, and using Power BI we could develop smart dashboards, and that is giving useful information to the management. That is at the broader level, yes.
So, of course, the transformation, moving from the earlier technology to the new happened. SAP Business One became a central system. You didn't have multiple databases for multiple locations. Everyone was logging on to the same system. And once the transactional data was captured, you were able to use Power BI as the analytical reporting tool and generate meaningful MIS for the management. Right.
Another thing, one more advantage I can tell is, as I said, the earlier technology was a different one. Resources were not available in the market. Even there was no service provider available in the market who could come and help in taking it further for the maintenance and all. But now with SAP B1, we have a technology partner like SAP Praxis. And also we could have develop our own team of the software developers. who can learn SAP B1. So that the major the resource constraint was removed.
Yeah, I think that's a very important point, because as against a very proprietary technology and proprietary solution where getting resources, hiring them, training them took a longer time, but now with SAP we are on a more standardized technology. There are probably more resources, larger number of resources available. Of course, they'll undergo some training, but the skill is more easily available. So hiring for your internal team also became easier. Okay, that's a great point. I would like to understand from you now, at a business process level, whether it is sales or production, inventory, stores, accounts, finance, at a business process level, would you be able to share some examples of how SAP Business One, gave you certain benefits and how it helped your business become more, efficient or smarter way of looking at data and taking better decisions at a process level? If you can share your thoughts.
My colleague Mr. Madhav will be able to explain you more.
Okay, sure.
Actually, as he said rightly, now we are under one roof. So that is a big advantage of the SAP B1. Then we got some inbuilt product configurators. Because of product configurator, we got all order entry. It gets very smoothly.
Okay.
And since the product configuration is a dynamic way developed, so it is very easy to generate if any new product is also developed, then can be configured easily and get it into the order entry as well as for productions and all that. So that is a very big advantage as compared to the old system. Old system, it was required to do the total redevelopment for that particular product, where it is already available. You just do the definition and use it. Because in earlier system also you have to do the definition, but you have to program it. No need to program. So it is give immediately, just plug in and use it. Then since it is a one database, one system, all the reports are getting management is a real time. The moment suppose I enter the one order or invoice, if I want to check it, immediately with that effect I am getting the reports. Earlier it was, since there were the three different databases, so as a PG level, if you have to see, we have to wait for the one day to compile all the data on one source and present it to the management or any user also. But in this case, broadly, is all you take any report, it's a real time. So it is really benefiting to management to take any strategic decision also, because they are getting at the time real time what is the data is there, and they can, based on that, they can take the decisions and all that. This is the most major differences for
anything on your let's say production process or inventory or store side, anything in that area by any chance?
Yeah, because of product configuration and all that, we are getting all the multiple combinations of product also. System means management is getting the different types of products, combinations, their volume, their customers. So where they have to focus more, or which product is more beneficiary, so you can further, or which is very weak, so you can strengthen for that also. With the costing and all that, all these are, because product manager, they are giving all in-depth details, as a, for example, as such, what type of size, what type of MOC combinations is used, or in which type of company, say for example petroleum company, which type of combination is getting used. They are getting immediately live data. So it's very beneficial to management to take a decision.
You can talk about contract review as well, and
yeah. Again, another we have developed. There is a contract review and planner is also there. So before, after accepting the order, before proceeding further, all the departments is used to give their confirmation in the system itself. So we have in the system confirmation that we can do this, or we need some changes or modifications. It is all are recorded. And thereafter also we have developed some planners and all that. There we have a full tracking how the order is getting executed till get its production like that. So it is more beneficial to company. Easily one person can communicate to the management, this order is at this level, this order is at this level. Within this much time you can get it dispatch and all that, which generally required.
So there was more predictability to certain, completion of certain business process. That's one point, right? You were able to predict with some better confidence how a process will undergo the different sequences, how much time it will take, etc. Anything on the AR/AP side? Any key benefits there at that you could extract from the solution?
Account receivable.
Account receivable. So see, all the data are real time data. So even receivables also they get getting very easily and properly wherever they can really concentrate, wherever the overdues are there, and additional information also they are getting, that wherever the advance is applicable and whether advance is received or not. So they can focus on those orders also, those customers also. So that will help us in executing the orders.
And also while in account receivable also we are getting furthermore drill down regarding why it is particular outstanding is there and how it is getting collected. The collectible information.
The age, the invoice aging, which invoices are aging by how many days, and what is resulting into this kind of overdue receipt from a customer. So you're saying you were able to drill down better.
Yeah.
Yes.
One question in general about the technical abilities which SAP Business One offers, right? Like its capabilities to adopt to your refined requirements, etc. So are there any technical capabilities or any technical features about the product per se which you think were useful or are useful for a company of your size?
Technical, if you speak, I would say it's a lightweight. I mean, it doesn't require a heavy hardware.
Okay.
It doesn't require complex hardware setup. It's it's a simple server we bought, so it's not a complex one. And also the database, the HANA database is very fast.
Yeah.
And it is very easily getting connected to the other software like Power BI, Microsoft Outlook. So that is the technical advantage. Plus, the customization capabilities, the add-on development capabilities are very powerful. In fact, whenever we ask for a particular customization or development, Praxis doesn't need much time to develop the same. They can develop within a very short period, and that's a powerful capability, I would say.
Yes, certainly. Yeah. So the basic infrastructure requirement is not very complex. HANA database is powerful. It is fast, and the capabilities, the features of the SAP Business One as a product, which helps customize solutions or develop customized solution fast, is what you're probably talking about, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Correct.
Okay. Great. So I think we are moving towards the end of the conversation. Couple more questions, and I think that's about it. How was your experience with us or with Praxis as your implementation partner? How did they help you during the implementation or even beyond that? If you could share your thoughts on that.
Yeah, Praxis they spend a lot of time in understanding our business processes. The delivery manager, Mr. Sherke, he is having a very good industry experience, and he could understand what we are saying. If you see, as I already said, we were using a different system for over the period of more than 25 years. So our users were used to those kind of systems. So their expectations were very high. So they were expecting all those functionalities to be brought to this system. So they were speaking to that level, and fortunately, Mr. Sherke and the project manager, Mr. Sakib, they could understand what our people they are talking, and they could answer to their questions, and they addressed all those concerns with some maybe they could answer to their queries, their expectations. Also, wherever required, they could satisfy our needs by customizing or by some development. So that's where the expertise of Praxis helped us a lot. And secondly, we spoke about the span, 4 or 5 months of go live. And it was a very short time, but Praxis team, they put lot of efforts. Even our in-house team, software team, they work together so hard. They work on all public holidays, Saturdays, Sundays, put all efforts. And during those days, my colleague Mr. Pendse, he had to go on some medical emergency leave, but still both the teams could manage to work together and make the system live by 8th of April. So that was a great work by both the teams.
Yes, absolutely. It is a collaborative effort. It's a partnership between Praxis and Intervalve Poonawalla Group, no doubt. So what I can take out from this conversation was Praxis's knowledge about the industry processes. It helped dedication of the team, collaborating with your team and guiding them through the process, be it transformation of master data, a large size of master data, handling such a large user base, working closely with you. So all these things have made this possible, and of course once again we appreciate the support from your side. Last question from my side is
I want to add one thing in this as a expertise is that generally if you see, or you might also allowed for other people also, that to get the old systems data. Now whatever just now said Nagraj sir, that we had done the dashboard BI. If there is no history data, then there is no use of dashboard and all that. We implemented in April 2024, then we will have in the SAP its own only just 2 years data.
correct.
That will not help to the management. When I talked to first Sheikh sir, he said no, old data to nahi aata hai. Then I explained him the difficulty, ki why we require the data.
Yeah.
And they really gave a thought of it. He guided us, and we are able to take sales and invoice. We require only sales and invoice data generally, not rates. But we able to took a data from 2015 onwards. It's almost the 11 years data in our HANA, and that is why it is really Power Builder means dashboards is useful. And that is the main actually correct. For the last 10 years data, we were able to get it into the HANA database for dashboard and all that. So that's really remarkable. Otherwise, people generally say, no, it can be start from today, down the line 10 years you will get the data. Past you have to refer some other things.
Yeah, in fact, while working with my earlier company, I came across this situation. That ERP was different and the vendor was also different, and they bluntly said no old data, you have to start from day one. So, but here I could see that yes, the older data is available, and now we are able to analyze that data.
And even maximum open transactions were taken into the system. Otherwise, generally people ask, no, if purchase request is there, you have to generate newly, purchase order you have to take manually. But we took the sales order, purchase requests, and production orders, all old open transactions we could able to take into the new system. Otherwise, earlier they said, no, it is not possible. But when our difficulties said, the volume said, then they really make it. So it was that is why actually we are able to make it in 4 months. Otherwise, it would have taken 6 months to just enter the whole data itself.
So I think that's a very important point that you brought up. In a normal transformation, what happens is you start with the closing balances of the old system, and that's how it starts. But what I understand, the way you have explained is our ability to help you during migration for all open balances, and also some of the data of last 10-12 years with respect to your sales and invoices was also brought into SAP, so that you could actually make sense of all of that old data when you did analysis of it using Power BI. So I would say that's one of the approaches or innovative approaches which Praxis would like to take with all our customer engagement. And yes, and the way it would have been explained, so Mr. Sheke is always thinking of new, better, innovative solutions. So I think that's what has helped. So thanks for that. My last question is, how would you rate Praxis? Would you recommend Praxis to other companies who might be looking for a partner to help them in transformation, based on your experiences, briefly?
Yeah, we would definitely recommend, because we evaluated multiple partners, multiple vendors, I would say, and most of them were box selling or license selling, because they were gold partners and all. They were giving big discounts, but they could not exhibit their knowledge or their domain experience to us. Maybe we could not understand, or somehow something could be there, but somehow it could not come to us that they are expert in that. But they may be good. I'm not saying they are not good, but while talking or while pre-sales, it was not demonstrated to us properly. With Praxis, when Mr. Kulkarni and Mr. Sheke, they were coming for sales discussion and all, we could see that they really have knowledge, and they could demonstrate that experience, that knowledge to us. And the level of queries asked by our users, our top management, our vice president, that was totally different, and they were able to, Praxis was able to answer to their queries. So that made us, that gave us a lot of confidence that yes, this is the right partner for us. So I would definitely recommend Praxis. And as Mr. Pendse just explained, whatever thing coming to our mind, we just used to pick up phone and check with Mr. Sheke sir, Mr. Saki, whatever. But Sheke sir never said no to anything bluntly. He would first listen, understand, then he will say yes or no based on his analysis. So listening, whatever customer is saying, you should be able to listen what he's trying to say. Maybe it's a silly point, but you should listen to it. So with Sheke sir, we could experience that whatever we were asking him any damn thing, but he used to listen to us, and then he used to answer to our query. So I would say Praxis is the right partner for everyone, whoever is thinking of SAP Business One.
Basically, I think the Praxis team had a very positive approach, always with any queries or with any problems, and that is why they are able to find a solution or work around or something like that. So at least the customer will get their answer. Not 100%, but yes, viable solution they are getting. So that attitude is really matters in my opinion.
Yeah.
The positive attitude is there.
Very positive.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Nagraj, Mr. Madhav. Thank you for your time and sharing your thoughts and sparing this time to have this discussion with you. And I would like to reiterate that We are very proud to be associated with you and your organization, and we look forward to be your long-term, reliable partner in the future to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.